Well, what's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. Just thought I would go ahead and pop on a video here as we count down the trade deadline and talk about how much of a joke we are. Lola, excuse me, Miss Hot Sauce, how are you doing? 2 trill for life. You know what? I don't have my my thing. I'm burning for you. How about that? I think I'm choking here like the cowboy. Good Lord. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm choking like the Dallas Cowboys. We're in hell, guys. We are the dumbest team in the history of the NFL. We are so stupid. We are a stupid-ass, sorry team. I don't even know how to put this. It's the hot sauce. That's right. I said, Lola, Miss Hot Sauce. I can't wait. Can't wait to see your brick. It's going to be, let's see, today's what, the 5th? I think they said, I think the 15th. So I don't know if that's next weekend or not. Cali Cowboy, we literally are the laughing stock of the NFL. Yes, we are. Alexa, turn on lamps 50%. Sitting here. There we go. That's a little bit better. So it's like, I want to see if I get this straight. Carolina traded their number 1 receiver to Baltimore with a swap of 5th and 6th rounds, right? But we paid a 4th round for the 5th wide receiver on the roster. See, this is where I always, we always get people that say, trade Dak, Dak's up. Let's trade Dak. Let's trade Micah. Y'all keep thinking that we're going to trade somebody and get something
the history of football
of meaning. We ain't going to do that. We are not going to do that. We don't know how to trade. We don't know how to make deals. We suck ass. We suck ass. Admodius, salute, brother. Osmodius double dipping, Twiz Digger, Irving 2.0. Oh, Lordy. Now, I'm not going to say, I don't know about Mingo Dingo. If he's going to, you can't judge how he's going to be on Carolina because their team stinks. I mean, it's awful. But I'm sitting here in my mind thinking, you gave away a 4th round pick. Aisha Robinson in the house. Shout out to you, Aisha. Aisha, I was thinking about you yesterday because my wife had a bumper sticker that she had me put on her car yesterday. And it said, if you're looking for a sign, this is it. And I thought about that. I was like, you know what? That should be what we send to Aisha Robinson. The sign is, everything's going to be okay, girl. Except for the Dallas Cowboys. Keep Dak for 4 more years of purgatory. It ain't Dak. No. You know what? No volume. What are you talking about? There's no volume. Prolific? You must need to turn your volume up because you're the only one saying that. Our front office is an embarrassment. Jerry Jones needs to retire if he actually gives a crap about the franchise. Like Lola said, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's a desperation move. How are you going to go ahead and trade a 4th round pick for a guy that's got 500? That's Jalen Tolbert, guys. Except Jalen Tolbert's at least got NFL touchdowns. He's got NFL touchdowns. This is where, shout out to Dez Bryant. Dez posted this. Let me see if I can get this up. That's what she said. Okay, Dez posted this back in March 12th. Get ready to take the blame, Dak, because I really don't see no help coming your way unless a miracle happens. Everybody in NFC East got better during free agency but the Cowboys. The draft will not be enough. That was Des Bryant back in March. Mingo, here's the thing. He was drafted by Carolina in the second round last year. And, of course, the Cowboys, familiarity is everything. Because they said, we really liked him in the draft, last year. But you didn't draft him there last year. You didn't draft him there. See, what this basically says, Dwayne Sweeney says the volume is good. Okay, prolific. I guess he found out he's got it. If Jerry did it, then it's a money. Well, here's the thing. The guy's salary for this year is only $570,000. So that's, I can see Jerry now. He's going to do the sales job. That Mingo, okay, that Mango guy, that Mango Dango Dingo guy, he's out there. He makes the prettiest catches. Did you see the 12 catches he had this year? We're going to put him out there with Dak Prescott, and he's going to make CeeDee Lamb cry for buttermilk. He's going to be so good. We loved him before, and we were going to draft him with a second round pick, but now we got him for a fourth round. But not only for the fourth round, we even got ourselves one of those late round, seventh round draft picks, and it is just a beautiful thing, because now I can say I'm all in, okay. I'm all in your ass there. See, we're players now. We've gone all in on trying to fix this team, and you know what the team I put out there, oh my God, yeah, it's gonna be so good. And it's like, seriously, Jerry, seriously. Now here's where I'm going to call out. Let me find the article, okay? Let me see if I find it, because it was a tweet. Could have been all. Okay. I don't know if it was a Mike Fisher article. And this is where Mike Fisher tweeted a little bit ago where $100 million in cap space is doable. Well, it doesn't matter. Having money and being able to spend it right is two different things. Let me see. I don't see it. But Mike Fisher was basically trying to sell us the shit for the Joneses. And this is where you understand where the media that is close to the Cowboys organization, that they shovel the shit for him. And I'm not going to shovel the shit anymore, okay? Because, normally I would be like, oh my God, the Cowboys, we signed he's second round talent. He's 6'2", 220. He's a big body and things like that. He'll help, be that possession receiver and everything else. This is a great move because he is second round talented guy and everything else. And he'll come in, they'll plug him in. He's young, he's cheap, and they'll be able to keep him on the team without paying any money. That would be what I would normally do. But I'm not going to try and do that, because have you seen DeAndre? Did y'all watch the game last night? I understand what they're saying, okay? And what Mike Fisher was saying, you can't compare. Oh, here it is. Mike Williams expiring. Dante Johnson's expiring. D-Hop is 32. Devontae's age, 32, $38 million for the next 2 years. Amari, shrinkage. Don't compare apples to oranges apart from the pick overpay. See the real Cowboys reading for trading for Mingo. Well, I hear what he's saying. I agree that the other guys are more expensive. Right, that Devontae Adams is more expensive. I agree that Hopkins is more expensive and things, and that they are 32, that they are a short term. But Hopkins last night, jeez. Hopkins last night saved the game for Kansas City. Hopkins was an absolute beast. 8 receptions, 86 yards, 10.8 average, 2 TDs. And see, the Cowboys have this thing that cheaper is always better. Now, let me see if I can put this in the right analogy. Justin Coffey, what's up, man? How you doing? As a Commanders fan, oh, yeah, you guys got Marshawn Lattimore. That's a big upgrade. Logan Motorsport, hey, Eagles did nothing so far. Okay, even with you doing nothing, you're so far ahead of it. I mean, I don't. You know what? I'm sick of you Eagles. I'm sick of you Eagles. And you know what? And you can go over to the Dan Saleo show and tell them, screw you. I'm not showing up tomorrow. I'm not showing up for the Dan Saleo. Fuck his lying ass. Okay? I'm not going on there. And there's a video. I popped a video out there explaining exactly how pissed off I am about that show and how I'm not going to do it tomorrow. Okay? I'm telling you, you just check out the video. You'll understand. Screw Dan Sileo and that show. And you Eagle fans, you can kiss my ass. You can go over there and tell him Mark Holmes said, screw you, Mozzie Sileo. You can tell him that. You go right there right now. It says Mark Holmes said, screw you, he's not showing up tomorrow. Okay? I don't blame you. Screw that. Until they pay me or get me something, screw them. You better be on that show. You're under contract. I ain't under no damn contract. Screw you, Daryl. The Cowboys always look at how can we do this shit cheap. Okay, here's my thing. Here's what I have learned. Here's what I've learned in life, okay, is if you can't get something good, wait until you can. Okay, this is what I've learned from tools. Every time, I remember at Home Depot, and I had a bunch of guys that worked for me, they had some drills on sale for like, $99. I'm like, oh man, it wasn't a name brand drill that I normally, I'm a DeWalt guy. But I was like, man, okay, I can get these drills because we got a whole lot of drywall. We're working on an 8,000 square foot warehouse. And I was like, I'll get these drills for the guys to hang drywall with. I think I bought 5 or 6 of them. And within a week, they were all dead. You would literally smell the smoke on these cordless drills. They sucked. The battery life wasn't there. They were just awful. Now, I've got some DeWalt tools that I've had that are like 3 battery generation ago that the original batteries still work on them. I've had ones that I have literally, I had a circular saw that fell off the back of the truck in the highway, almost got run over, and it still ran. You get what you pay for. There's Harbor Freight tools, and this is no disrespect to Harbor Freight tools. They have their place. Sometimes if you need a quick tool that you may not use very much, you go to Harbor Freight because the prices are great. But if you want a real tool, you don't buy them from Harbor Freight. Not if you are a professional. Not if you're trying to have something that's going to really do the job, that's going to have enough power, that's going to last. You have to pay for it. That's why I buy my tools are all DeWalt. The same batteries work on all of them. They, my DeWalt 60-volt Sawzall, it costs $349. But I'll put it against any plug-in one out there. I've done cut 14-gauge, 6-inch studs at the Smithsonian with that sucker like hot butter. Like 100 of them because we had to cut them to get out of there. That's what you have to understand is I tell you what, let me go get it. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to show you because I looked at, when I looked at getting a CNC machine, I looked at some ones that were only, there's some ones I could have gotten for like $500. Okay. And those are fine to get started with it, right? The one I got was actually a $12,000 one. Now, because the one I really wanted was actually the smaller version of it, they gave me the $12,000 one for the $8,500 price. And I've had it for going on 4 years now. And that sucker cuts faster, deeper, and better. And it's holding up. And probably 10 years from now, it'll still be running. That $500 one would have probably been in the trash by now. So Jerry is basement bargaining, shopping. He's getting all of us fans excited. We're all excited. Hey, oh my God, we're excited. We signed somebody. And see, it's like Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy, I think it was Delirious. He ended up he had a skit where he said, you give a starving man a cracker and he's going to be happy. Oh my God. Damn, that was a good cracker, man. What kind of cracker? Was that a Ritz? That was a good cracker, man. You got another cracker? Man, that cracker was good. That's us right now. We ain't made a move. We ain't made anything. We are so excited. Oh my God. Too thrilled for life? 100%. Because this is not going to be a guy that's going to help you try and save a season. This isn't a guy. Bird section. It's a good thing Joseph Heatherly's here right now, or else I would say what I really think to you. I would use some foul language, but his grandkids might be watching. Okay? He might end up being a player, but this is nothing that's going to help us this year. And more than anything else, and I'm still checking to make sure that the Cowboys haven't signed anybody else, is this is a rebuild type of move. This is a rebuild type of move. When they sign a guy who has 500 yards and no TDs in his career, that's saying we're not trying to win this year. We're not trying to win. But this gives him, hey, well, he's going to sell. He's trying to sell, we know what we're doing. Trust the process. Hey, he's a great. Dan Saleo knows what you said. He won't be better than Tolbert. That's what I'm saying. It's like we already got Jalen Tolbert on and Jalen Brooks on a roster. And Mean Gene, I can't remember the okay. Here's why you look at it and say, how stupid are you, Jerry? Carolina earlier traded their number one wide receiver to Baltimore. Their number one. For a swap of 5th and 6th round picks. They're not their 5th guy, because that's what this guy is. He's their 5th wide receiver. So if you take, okay, so here's where I want you to think about this. Okay, CeeDee Lamb is our number one. Brandon Cooks, if we're healthy, is our number 2. Jalen Tolbert is our number 3. Jalen Brooks would be our number 4. And Ryan Fauntleroy is our number 5. Okay? So that's the position of a receiver on the Carolina Panthers that you just gave up a 4. That's what he just did. Now, again, Clarence Hill is trying to sell you, we understand why he was trying to do that. Clarence Hill literally said, because they have 4 5th-round picks, that they can take a couple of those and trade back up into the 4th round. With the Cowboys as bad as they are right now, that 4th round pick might be a top 100 pick. You just traded a top 100 pick, possibly, a top 100 pick, possibly, for a guy who is under 50% success rate in catches. Yeah, I wouldn't have mind. Bang, bang, boogie. I'm with you. Yeah, okay, Miles Sanders, I could say that. So now we've wasted 2 fourth-round picks to get 2 developmental players. Instead of saying, hey, we can use the number 3 pick and we can get one of the top receivers in football in Devontae Adams. It doesn't matter what round or pick we have because dumbass is, yeah. And see, this is where you're 100% right, Joseph, as we're 7 minutes away from the trade deadline ending. And let me double check. Let me keep an eye on it because, the Cowboys are last minute suckers. They might just give away something. Wait a minute, Mike Evans. Don't tell me they traded Mike Evans. Okay. Okay, no, they're talking about Mike Evans sitting on the tarmac while Marshawn Lattimore has left. I had a thought, now I forgot what it was. This is just crazy. Oh, I know what it was. Because people say, let's blow it up and let's trade this guy, let's trade that guy and everything else. But take a look at the trades that the Cowboys have done in recent years. So you just spent a 4th-round pick for a guy who is the 5th wide receiver on their team. 5th wide receiver on their team, who was a 2nd-round draft pick, but he's the 5th wide receiver on Carolina. He couldn't get up higher than that. You gave up a 4th round for him. You gave up a 4th-round pick for Trey Lance, a guy who they didn't want to trade with the Cowboys because they hate him. But our offer literally blew them away. Nobody was offering higher than a 6. We gave him a 4th. Okay. Amari Cooper, we traded him for a 5th-round pick, and 3 years later, they're able to trade him for a 3rd. And oh, by the way, we spent a number 1 on him to start with. We overpaid on the front end. We didn't get enough value on the back end. They don't know how to trade. And they end up letting their players literally get run into the ground where they have no value, and we're playing them and they can't play anymore. Tyron Smith. You could have traded Tyron Smith a couple of years ago and got some value out of him, gotten some draft picks that you could have used to rebuild. Instead, you release him, you take a dead money hit, and you go on. Right now, Zach Martin. Maybe last year you should have traded Zach Martin instead of paying him, because Zach Martin is not the same guy this year, and you're going to take a big dead money hit there. And then we re-sign guys that are injured. Terrence Steele was an undrafted rookie free agent we signed. He was ass his rookie year. He was good his 2nd year. He tears his ACL the next year. We got to pay him $82 million. $82 million for Terrence Steele. And whenever I see Terrence Steele, I think of the movie The Replacements, my man going, ole, 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 ole. He's just literally letting them go through. Stephon Gilmore went for a 5th, right. Stephon Gilmore went for a 5th, but you paid 4 for a guy nobody's ever heard of. What's your counter? What's your damn counter? What do you mean, what is my counter? We down bad. So when you say, let's blow up the team and rebuild it, these guys, are the ones that have to rebuild it. Do you honestly have faith that they can do it? I don't. I don't at all. Not even close. Brandon Cooks went for a 5th and a 6. Terrence Steele is a good run blocker like Doug Free. He's not good at pass blocking. He is terrible. He can't even get his hands on a guy. It's just sad. Terrence Steele is, okay, we swapped the 6. Jerry and Catboy must be looking at these guys' high school film before he makes a damn trade. In college, he had 112 receptions for 1,700 yards and I think like 10 touchdowns. He ain't blocking jack. Here we go. Oh my God! Here we go. We do sign Triple H. You know we do sign our share of USFL guys. They're free. It's pathetic, man. It's pathetic. Sounds like, well, Howie can't draft. But he understands the cap and he understands about making trades. So it's looking like the Cowboys are not going to be getting anything done. And it's funny because you look at all the NFL Trade Deadline show, live reaction. We're not even a blip on the radar. Not even a blip on the radar. Are you ready to go? I probably need to get some blades for my vibrating cutter. Which way do you go down? Do you go down 95? Okay. So there you have it, good people. It looks like we are still the laughingstock of the NFL. We can't get right. And we suck. Dirty Sanchez, call him Terrence Stoll. There you go. Shout out to Dirty Sanchez and Lola. Both of you guys, I appreciate you so much helping with the Red Brick House campaign. I can't wait to see Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap and Miss Hot Sauce's bricks next week and be able to put them in our brick walkway. Mark, don't work yourself up for them dummies. They are not trying to do anything this year. I don't think they're trying to do anything any year. Mark, he's not worth a 4th-round pick. Another Trey Lance waste of a pick. Go Cowboys. Well, I guess we can trade a pick and waste it because we can use the 2nd-round pick and waste those too.
Is this guy going to see the field?
He probably will, but
Okay,
but basically they traded for Jalen Tolbert is what they did.
Well, Jalen Tolbert's better than that guy.
Yeah, he's actually got touchdowns.
And we actually got him later in the draft. He was a late round pick, a late draft pick.
Yeah.
We didn't spend the 4th round on Jalen Tolbert.
Mark, put mines in a good place. I'll definitely put it in a good place there, girl. Drafts is short. Ted, we need everything else. I mean, we need an offensive line, bro. Laughing stock for the coming years as well. It's hard to disagree with that. Yeah. So let me say, hey Mike, can you do me a favor? Can you get that the Red Brick House one that you did? I just so I can show it real quick. So the Dallas Cowboys, I'm double checking to make sure I didn't miss something because, you know, things come fast when it's the Dallas Cowboys. Nope. Ain't nothing on the Dallas Cowboys. Other than, of course, we waived another wasted signing, cornerback Andrew Booth, to make room for Mingo Dingo. What was the 3rd round pick?
Jalen Tolbert was a 3rd round pick, so we actually didn't do bad if it's just a good Tolbert.
So, yeah. Cowboys didn't trade for DK Metcalf. No, they didn't. Hey, at least Monday Night Football was a hell of a game last night. Nothing our boys can produce. Yeah, like I said, DeAndre Hopkins paying dividends already with 2 touchdown pass catches. And here we go. Curtis, you're asking who they should make as a new head coach? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, we've had Bill Parcells, who arguably is one of the better coaches in football, and we screwed that up. It doesn't matter because they're not going to put the talent around them to actually win. Why does Philly 500 live streams you, but you don't? Oh, I get him when his team's playing. I do live stream him. I'm the one who originally started that. That was me. Jerry must have a fantastic bodyguard making all these dumbass moves. Well, here's what I'm going to say is I'm going to Dallas this Friday for the game against the Eagles. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be looking for you guys. I'm going to be looking for the fans. And I want you guys to be able to voice your opinion on my channel. What's wrong? Okay, so when I was talking about tools and the difference of having a cheap tool versus good ones, this is what that machine can do. Okay? Check that out. It doesn't do it justice for you guys there, but you could actually feel the windows and the storm windows and stuff on it. You can feel the bricks and stuff that are on here. And I think that this is actually really, really cool. It was kind of nice because when I was getting ready to leave on Saturday, this antique car, it's a club that was actually down the street, drove past. And so it looks like a vintage picture that you would imagine would have been like the 1930s. So there's that. Tony T. Misery loves company. Shout out to Tony T. Hold it. Let's get the there we go. Tony T. Welcome to the Joe Boo Sports Report. In the community tab, there is a welcome post in there, community tab, that only members can see. And if you go there, click on that, it'll take you to get the membership survey in there so we can get you, get your address so we can send you a Joe Boo Sports shot glass and a squeeze star, stress star. Because trust me, as a Cowboy fan, you're going to get stressed out. You're going to get stressed out. I'm not going to lie to you. They stress the hell out of me every day. So that's what we have for you. We're going to enter you in our drawings, Tony. Tony T. My late brother's name was Tony. And I miss him a lot. All right, good people. I have got my blood pressure up enough today. And I appreciate you guys. Stop selling the Dallas Joneses. This is not the franchise we grew up with. This is not at all the franchise we grew up with. Trade Jerry Jones. Would love it, but who would be so stupid to take him? Thank you, Mike.
I never thought I would see the day where Washington actually became good.
Hey, bird section. If you come down to the Red Brick House, I'm going to cook that reverse sear steak. I'm going to cook one for me. And I'm going to force you to sit there and watch me eat it. F you, man. No, they did not trade McCarthy. Because, see, this is where I'm trying to get you guys prepared. Mike McCarthy's not going to get fired. Mike McCarthy's not going to get fired because that's the kind of stupid shit that Jerry Jones will do. Yeah. The Cowboys management is still thinking the NFC East is mediocre. Everyone has gotten better except for us. You ain't lying on that one, bro. You ain't lying. Alrighty. What happens next? Absolutely, positively nothing. Nothing. That's what's happening in Dallas. Nothing. I gotta go to church and do a job. I gotta cut some holes in the floor for some outlets and things. So I'm gonna go do that and get my butt back here instead of wasting time with the Cowboys. Let me say to you guys, who's that? I don't know. Somebody's here. Janet Rogers. Shout out to Janet Rogers. All it means, Jason Garrett comes back. Oh Lord, it wouldn't surprise me any.
Jason Garrett's not coming back because he has a cushy job right now. He's stupid to come back.
How much more time before the deadline? Oh, the deadline is gone, Dustin. It was 4:00 Eastern. The deadline is passed, and all we have done is overpaid for a wide receiver. So there's that.
But we didn't overpay for him because we saved the good Jalen Tolbert. Jalen Tolbert was a third round.
And how much is that helping us win right now?
Nothing. Our season's over anyway.
Yeah. Peace out. So here's what I can say is, do you Cowboy fans feel disrespected yet?
Disrespected yet? Does this defense have any heart?
No. They suck. I've been telling you all season, Philly.
Shit on you. They've shit on you. Don't you hear me, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter? It's like they shit on you. They've shit on you. They have shit on you. Don't you hear me, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter? It's like they shit on you. Kill them.